Greetings, you beautiful bastards of the internet. It is I, the fatwikingknight, coming to you from another hardcore, totemless episode here in our little outpost that we call Seraph's Outpost. It is going well from where it started to where it has become now. A lot of hours, a lot of grinding has gone into it, and obviously there is still a substantial amount still to go. Like, thousands. Thousands of blocks to still be placed. Hours and hours to be used to mine, to gather resources, to place blocks, to organize things, you name it, all the things that we do in the Minecraft world. For those of you who don't know, or maybe curious, what makes my series special and different than the others? Well, we follow a set number of rules here, and in each and every season of my hardcore world, we follow a different set of rules. Those rules, help me to keep things more creative and have to think outside the box just a little bit more. What our rules are here, very simple. Number 1, there is no totem to be had at all. Number 2, we are not allowed to have netherite armor because I think it is too OP and it is too cheap, very difficult to die with netherite armor. Number 3, there is to be no torches in a finished build unless it is illicitly used for decor and decoration and not as a just torch. Number 4, all builds must be connected, meaning if we want to go and build another base, fine, we can do that. However, we have to have a trail, a pathway, a bridge, a series of small buildings that connect that one to this one via a walking path. And number 5, which is my favorite rule, we are to use at least 3 of every single block in the game that is obtainable in survival Minecraft. 3 of every single block in this one particular build, this one particular biome that we are working on. Seems hard, sure it is, but it is also making for an interesting challenge and one that I am very, very excited about. So, that's me. That's the fatwikingknight. That is what I do, and we only play hardcore, and we only try to make small builds and end up going way overboard, and that's just me in a nutshell. That's how it goes. Anywho, enough about the Minecraft for the moment. Today, I would like to talk about a few things. You know, recently, or if you have watched recently, I have been talking a lot about leadership and personal development and personal growth that I've been trying so hard to emulate, to strive for, and to overall achieve within my life, no matter how small and how significant of a size amount we are getting through. I do believe that I am slowly but surely making an improvement, and that is a really, really nice feeling. So, what I mean by this is personal growth and personal development is quite simple. I want to be a better version of me each and every single day I wake up. Whether that's doing something simple like saying hello to more people, being more friendly to people, trying to get some good karma, whatever it is, no matter what, we are simply trying to be a better version in every aspect of ourselves. Now, I know that does not happen overnight, and I know it's going to take a lot of grinding and a lot of striving for betterness to make this a reality. And I am well and truly aware of that, as well as aware that I do feel I am improving, which is always a huge, huge start to anything that you do, right? Do you feel like you're improving? If not, keep going until you do, because as soon as you start to feel like you are improving even a little bit, that means you've made progress and you're learning, which is a huge part of life. In it, though, I feel like I've kind of learned to be more self-reliant. I have learned to do things in a way that just makes sense to me, and to try to diminish my levels of depression as much as possible in my everyday daily life. I do this through stupid little things, but let me tell you, they actually make quite the difference. These stupid little things that I am referencing here are things like keeping the kitchen clean. I know that sounds like it shouldn't really correlate or help with depression, and I would most of the time agree with you. However, every once in a while, it spikes as a result of things not being clean, and then it feels disorderly, and then even if one thing is out of place, it feels disorderly and feels like I can't completely and utterly gain control of that aspect of my life. And thus, it makes it very difficult to try and move on from that part of my life and strive for something better. So it's a weird thing. But just things like cleaning out my kitchen, regularly cleaning up after myself, putting clothes in the hamper, cleaning out the microwave, cleaning out the oven. Little projects that take me, 10, 15 minutes or so. They are helping so freaking much. To just keep things orderly helps to keep my head a little bit more sane, I would say. It helps to just get a perspective of where I am and where I'd like to be. So every day I've just made it a point of contention for myself. If I get up from my desk, which I frequently do because I play video games, I need water, I need juice, I need snacks, I need to pet the doggos, I need to give the doggos treats and take them outside, whatever. If I get up for any reason, I am cleaning up my desk, I'm getting rid of water bottles, I am getting rid of plates, I am getting rid of any kind of little garbage, just every single time that I get up. I am forcing myself to do basically a 1% improvement on the overall appearance and aesthetic of my home. And I think that makes a really truly good, because without it, I just feel so chaotic. And even though I have said this before, I do really well with chaos. To always be surrounded by it is a real detriment. It really is. You can't always be surrounded by it and just expect to thrive. That's really not how it works. You need to have some levels of control, and if you just let it go where you don't get any levels of control, well, guess what? It is that much harder to take control of those aspects of your life. And I say this with years and years experience on the subject matter. But I've never tried it like this. I've never tried to take these little initiatives just to make it seem like everywhere I go inside my house is clean. And it's really nice, I have to say. So like tomorrow I already have it plotted out what my little task is going to be. And it's simple, but it's get rid of anything in the fridge that I don't need. Simple, right? It will take me 10-15 minutes to achieve. And once it is, in fact, complete, it's one less thing that is clutter in both the mind and in the house. And it's such a nice feeling. So I have this advice for all of you out there who may be struggling, who may be down, who are experiencing a bad time, whatever. Take the little initiative in your life. Tell yourself, plot it out the day before, or write it down if you need to, put a sticky note, whatever. Tell yourself you're going to do one tiny little thing that should take no more than 10-15 minutes, all right? I am saying you are not going to clean your entire house in one fell swoop. You're not doing it. If you do that, guess what? You're going to be that much more upset if it all goes to shit. So we're not doing that. We're not forcing ourselves to take that kind of levels of initiative. We're doing things that will take no more than 10-15 minutes each and every single time that we do them. And it can be something super small, but you gotta start somewhere. And the more you do and force yourself to do using your discipline, the more you are able to kind of take control and take back control of the life that you appear to be losing. Or at least for me, that's exactly how it is. The more I appear to be losing, the more I struggle to try to gain some kind of control. And obviously, in life, there are not many things that you can fully control. However, one of them that you can control, your state of mind, and you can also control just how clean and how disciplined you are. I started doing this a little over 2 or 3 months ago now, I would guess, and it's tremendous. Even with these 15-minute intervals each and every single day, it makes me feel so nice. You clean the kitchen, great. Now you got to keep it cleaned. You know, it's not about just executing the task for the very first time. It's maintenance after the fact. So for example, this is how it started. I got some bleach and I cleaned every surface of the counters, every surface of the countertops, as well as the cupboards and the fixtures that go along the cupboards. 10-15 minutes using some bleach and using some paper towels and some rags. 10-15 minutes, and the kitchen was a whole new place. Next time, what am I doing? Okay, I am cleaning the oven. You know, using the things, clean the oven, and little by little, my kitchen is now like a place where I am very proud of it to be like my kitchen. Before I would, you know, if I asked anyone over or anything like that, I would be embarrassed to have to walk into a kitchen like that, and I would spend, hour, 2 hours cleaning just to try to make myself feel better. Even if the person truly didn't give a shit about that, it's something that still bothered me deeply. Now, due to the level of cleanliness in the kitchen, it makes me feel a lot better. And even though I don't really have people over, I would not be embarrassed if someone else saw the kitchen and was like, okay, look at this. But it is clean and it smells clean. I think that is actually more important than being clean. I want it to feel. I genuinely feel like that is actually more important than it being clean. It needs to feel clean. And by that I mean I need to smell that it is doing something. That we have taken the initiative and that it is actually changing how it actually smells, how it feels. That is like the highest level of compliment that I would say I can give myself. It feels clean. And that is something that I really, really appreciate, and I'm glad that I took the time to do. Now, I am still factoring that in, so every time I get up and, put a plate in the dishwasher or whatever, I am still doing a little tiny bit of maintenance on this. And some days, it's just maintenance. That's it. I don't achieve anything new. I don't achieve anything other than that. It's just that. And that's fine. That is absolutely okay. You need to not put so much pressure on yourself that you're going to fail due to the amount of intense and immense pressure that you've put on yourself. Can't do that. The more pressure you put on yourself, although pressure creates diamonds, it also creates rubble. And you can easily destroy any kind of self-confidence and self-motivation that you've created by putting too much pressure on yourself. And that's just how it goes. It's not something you want to have happen, but it is easily something that can take control. And then guess what? We're back to square one. The kitchen's no longer clean. Obviously, metaphor here. The kitchen's no longer clean, and your life's a wreck. Because now there is not a semblance of control left in it. Nothing that you can do, and you are starting over, which is absolutely fine. It is okay to fail. It is okay to try new things and to not understand it, to not get it. And it is okay to quit things that are not right for you. It's okay. That's how it goes. That's part of life. And if you accept just one thing in life, that change is constant, that's life. That is literally life in an entire nutshell. And it's crazy to think about, but change is coming. It's always coming. It will always be there. You know why? Because every day new things happen. Things change. Things out of your control, things in your control, things all change. And that will never stop happening. As long as we are existing, we will continue to just change and evolve. I say this as a point of contention for all of you guys struggling. I am not, nor will I ever be, a poster boy for any such like mental illnesses, or do I, emphatically speak for everyone, because I don't. I'm speaking from my own personal experience here, and that's the best I can offer, even though it is not a lot. The personal growth and information that I give myself, the personal reassurance, those are all experiences that I have in it of myself. And not something that everyone will emphatically just believe, but it's something that you just kind of have to go with, right? If you don't go with it, you don't believe in it, guess what? It's not going to happen. If you don't think that you're going to get that job, you don't think you're going to learn Spanish, but you just put those negative thoughts in your head and stop trying, you're damn right you're not getting that promotion. You're damn right you're not learning Spanish. No hablas español? No, you're not going to. It's okay to quit, but you have to be responsible with how you choose to quit, if that makes any kind of sense. If it affects your mental health, your mental well-being, your physical well-being, or anything like that, it is absolutely okay to quit that. If it's not right for you, it is 100% right and okay to quit whatever that thing is. It's okay. However, if you're quitting just because it's too hard, then that's a different story. And that's exactly the motivation that I am trying to fix right now. I am trying so hard to fix those kinds of motivation, both in my life and just in my immediate world, I guess. The world that I can see and the world that I can try to relate to and experience and offer some kind of semblance of idea that I know what's going on. Try to offer any kind of reassurance to anyone out there that's willing to listen. Anyone out there that feels the same way as I do, or anyone that is just in a worse mood and able to extract even the smallest speck of information or spontaneity, goal orientation, or acuteness, anything is huge, truly. If you're able to extract anything from words that I've said, will say, or situations that I currently am involved in, I truly would love to hear your thoughts on it. I would love to hear what experiences I have or have not helped you with. If you think I'm full of shit, feel free to tell me. If you think that this is some kind of second coming of Jesus, even though it's not, feel free to tell me. I would love to know more about what you guys think, and if you guys think the same way my chaotic ADHD brain does. Most of these episodes I do in a single take. I do not go back and change my words. I do not go back and make me sound more intelligent or anything like that. I simply offer what I have to say off the top of my head and off the top of my heart. Things that I truly believe and things that I want to share with you. So, I know, Coffee One, I just haven't been needing to talk lately, and I've said it before, I will say it again. YouTube has and most likely always will be a source of therapy for me. A way to get my thoughts and ideas out into the world where anyone may be able to listen, challenge, or provide any kind of advice for things that I am also dealing with. We're in this together, as cliche as it is, and trust me, I am one who fucking hates cliches. We're in this, and we need to stop just tearing each other down, because I see it every day. And in just an organization, any of those toxic people can turn others toxic way easier than people with a positive outlook can turn the naysayers. So, as always, guys, I want to truly thank you for watching over the past days, weeks, months, hell, year. The past year. For some reason, you guys have rallied around and watched my ludicrous ass just speak from the heart, speak from the mind, and try to provide any kind of insight that I have out into the world. So thank you so much for watching, guys. I will see you guys next Sunday, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Have a great one. Peace out, Girl Scout.